Hi and welcome back. My name's Jim and today we're doing an ignition coil bracket. So this is going to be the coil for the Cortina's EFI swap. Not going to go into too much detail on that in a minute, but this is basically a Volkswagen coil that's commonly used. Keep looking over there because that's where my engine is, I'm trying to remember stuff. But the intention is to mount this on the engine, roughly where the distributor used to be, because I think it looked kind of cool. Rather than putting it on the inner wing, which I'm trying to keep clear because I want to just keep them looking clean basically. So yeah, I'm not going to do any CAD stuff, anything like that. I'm going to do it the old school way. So I'm going to use a bit of tape, measuring tools and card and all sorts of bits, and I'll talk you through it as I go. So let's get on with it.
So we're at the front of the engine, and as you can see, this is where the distributor would be, but I've bought a distributor blank which fits in there quite nicely. Actually, it's a really tight, snug fit. I'm not going to remove that because I'm trying to do it one-handed. Anyway, distributor used to be there, and my thoughts are, and I'm trying to not fall over, is essentially mount the coil there. So looking at what's around it, I've just got to make sure I've got plenty of clearance above the oil pressure gauge sender and obviously the oil pump, but I think I'll be well clear. What is handy is that I'll have a lot of engine wiring here for obviously the oil pressure sender and the crank position sensor somewhere like there. So I'll end up with quite a bit of loom around here anyway, so having 4 wires and extra wires in there isn't going to be a problem. So what I've considered is mounting off these two. So the bracket that comes up, put the coil there, and then mounts to where the distributor used to be, should be fairly straightforward. Now normally I'd probably draw something up and then print it and whatever else, and quite honestly I think it's a bit overkill. So I'm going to do it the old school way, using some cardboard and some tape. And I'll get everything set up and I'll show you what I'm going to do.
So I'm going to start by using masking tape to make a template. It's just a quick way of getting this sorted because it's not an easy thing to measure. Now I've removed the tape, I can use this on card. I usually use old cereal boxes because it's a similar thickness and it will bend in a similar way.
So that's my template. I'm pretty happy with it. The only thing I'm going to do that's different is I'm going to not put this make this one piece, so it'll be 2 pieces, be these 2 and these 2, for the reason is I'm not entirely convinced that I've got that right, because there's quite a bit of flex in cardboard, so it's easier to put a 90 degree on this, 90 degree on that bit, and then join the 2 up. Now what I will also do is add a small lip here, which I'll then fold down to tack here, and I'll put a straight piece here rather than it being angular, and that will give this bracket quite a bit of strength. I might do similar at the bottom actually as well, so it'll be straight. Now I can put a couple of tack welds on it. That thing's not going to move once that's in there, so that's the last thing you want, is this thing all flexing. But yeah, I'm going to transfer this to steel. I'd rather work on steel first. If I then feel confident enough, I could always go to aluminium. So I'm going to get all that marked out now.
So when it's come to the folding, I've got my old sheet metal folder out. This is a tool that I bought years ago and I've not used it for a while, and I've forgotten how good the folds are on it and how clean they look. For the sides, I'll just fold them over in the vise using my favourite hammer. And it's rinse and repeat for the distribute now. Cut, fold, and test.
So this is what I wanted. I've got this piece fitting in here quite nicely. As you can see, I added a little bit extra here for this reason, because I wasn't sure or confident enough that I'd get that in there. So what I'm going to do is just mark out a line and do a lovely cut all the way down and get it all jigged up. But even with that just placed on there, it's actually surprisingly firm. I think there's quite a bit here. I'm just going to slice off and make good, probably from about here, sort of go straight. You can always add some speed holes. Yeah, mark that up here, get this off, get it cut, and then put it all back together.
Everything's aligned and ready to TIG weld. Thought I'd give TIG welding mild steel a go because I've not tried it yet. I quite like it. The bracket just needs drilling now for the coil, so I'll quickly mark it up and get it drilled, and then we're done.
So the bracket's all made up. Now I know it fits the engine because I've just fitted it, but I really want to put it on the engine that's in the Cortina, and to do that I'm going to turn the car around because now I'm doing more engine stuff. It makes sense to have it like right here rather than having the boot full of shite. So I'm going to turn that around and I'm going to make that sound really easy because I know it's going to be very difficult. So I'm going to time lapse this because it could take either 10 minutes or 10 hours. Let's find out. So that's it in there. Really happy with how it fits, where it sits and all that good stuff. Needs a few speed holes, I reckon. Seems stable enough. Distributor bung also looks good in there. But yeah, very happy. So that's another job ticked off the list. I'm really happy. It's felt good to go back and do some metal fabrication because it feels like it's been ages. I've got a few other bits to do before I can get on with like the wiring and things, so we'll get on with that in due course. But let me know what you think, and I will see you soon. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye for now. Oh Christ, that's hot.